This workshop gathered experts to envision if and how human rights can respond to epic challenges in contemporary global politics. In a world of fire with conflict and protest, the key question we collectively explored is if human rights can help us find effective ways to address inequalities and exclusions that are simultaneously economic, political, and social. We are convinced that human rights must be more ambitious in addressing those linkages if the danger of rising global xenophobia is to be successfully challenged.
Human rights are relevant for all of us, every day of our lives. Whenever and wherever humanity's values are abandoned, we are all at greater risk, and we are now at a crossroads.
Human rights are indeed in crisis and under threat, and the best way for us to preserve them is for us to come together, for us to come out of our silos, our disciplinary silos, the silos that we've created between academia and activism, and look at what are the scholarly nexus of academics and activism.
We're at a crucial juncture in terms of how to understand human rights, democracy, and what is needed from us, academia, and other people that are supporting these ideals in order to understand what is it needed to realize, to make real rights today in the environment that we live in, but also in the future.
Rights are very complex. They're not simple things when it comes to analysis, and that they're always evolving and changing, and it's very important for people to continually gather in conversations from different backgrounds and disciplines.
We tried as hard as possible in the context of this workshop to bring in people from different positions, different geographies, and different points of view.
So if you come and you meet people who are working from different perspectives, you sometimes start to see partial solutions to the problems that you're confronting that you haven't really thought about because you're working within a particular convention. To have everybody come together really kind of adds more than we can achieve just by talking to our own group.
So if you think about the integrality of human rights, if you don't have an interdisciplinary or approach, it's difficult to guarantee that it's done properly.
In my learning and what I'm taking away from this is really pushing me to think differently about how it is we address the work that we do, and how we can be a little bit more creative by trying to address some of the challenges from different perspectives.
Human rights is not unidimensional concept. It's not a unidimensional practice. It's multifaceted, it's complex, and that's where its richness lies.
There's so much work, on human rights being done, and having conversation about themes that are important to us while taking into consideration what other people are working on is always a really effective way to learn and move things forward.
We need to learn how to listen better. Disagreements and divergent opinions on a particular topic do not necessarily mean a conflict of view, but what it means is that we need to find a common ground. We need to make greater efforts to listen to each other and to identify ways in which we can find that common ground and something that we can all work towards in a more coherent and intended manner to achieve health and human rights for all.
We saw during this workshop that human rights must be about a radical critique of structures of power in order to connect to struggles at interconnected local and global levels. This is essential if human rights are to contribute to building more pluralist, equitable political communities across the globe.